PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You've clicked onto our Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for April 8th, 2008, the big 10th anniversary of the F5 tornado in Birmingham. And we'll have a special on primetime television tonight from 6:30 until 8, and we hope you can join us for that. Let's talk current weather. No severe weather problems today. We'll start with some Skycam shots coming off our Skycam network this morning. First off, the view from Gadsden. Looking down below across the city there, the temperatures are generally in the upper 50s there. Birmingham, that's the view from the top of the Daniel Building looking north, and from Clanton down in Chilton County. Temperatures are in the low 60s there on a morning with low clouds around. We think the sky becomes partly sunny later today. On the water vapor satellite imagery, we've got a lead shortwave producing some big convection out across parts of the nation's midsection. And at this early hour, a tornado watch upper parts of eastern Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri. That's in effect until 10 o'clock this morning. Big old Bo Echo coming through Tulsa this morning. And it's going to be an active convective period for those folks. There's our day one outlook for today. A risk all the way from San Antonio almost to Indianapolis. Tomorrow for Wednesday, we got a moderate risk in advance of that big new developing trough out west over the Red River Valley, including parts of North Texas and South Oklahoma. On day 3, this could be a big outbreak day here. This is Thursday. A moderate risk. You don't see that very often on a day 3. Shreveport, Little Rock, Memphis, Cape Girardeau. And surrounding that, a slight risk all the way from Houston to Chicago. And that clips the northwestern corner of Alabama. And then on day 4, which is Friday, we are under a risk of severe weather. And that runs roughly from Jackson, Mississippi, all the way up to Pittsburgh. And that could be a pretty active period there, and we'll certainly be watching developments carefully. The QPF map, boy, talk about some heavy rain. Dallas to Detroit, some spots in there getting over 5 inches perhaps this week, and this is suggesting rainfall amounts here about 1 inch, and this is valid through Saturday evening. This is the output of the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today. That lead shortwave is rotating up through Iowa. And at the surface, the convection with that running roughly from northeastern Texas up into Iowa. Little patch of green showing up here, but we think today should be dry. We have not mentioned any chance of rain. We don't see much of a trigger for that. Tomorrow, the lead wave is moving up into Canada in that new trough. The big one is developing out west. At the surface, the cold front with the lead wave is still north of here. And it sure looks like much of the day Wednesday. Tomorrow will be dry. Although a few showers could creep in here tomorrow night with that weakening front, but it's going to have a hard time getting farther south because of the southerly flow in advance of the next trough. Thursday, big old trough digging deep into the west, and at the surface, that looks like a classic severe weather outbreak from northern and eastern Texas up into Oklahoma, Arkansas, maybe parts of Missouri. 996 millibar low there, north of Oklahoma City. And then Friday, you can see the trough just very slowly creeping in here. A segment of the energy lifts up through that, and the surface low is near Minneapolis-St. Paul with showers and storms. Pretty impressive capes and shear values, and that sure looks like potential for a very active severe weather day here, so keep that in mind. And then Saturday, the trough is just going to slowly go through here this weekend, and boy, it's going to be chilly. There's a look at our surface chart Saturday at midday. This is suggesting really kind of like last Saturday, the rain could end, but there might be some drizzle lingering behind that. Temperatures begin to cool down with highs in the 60s. And then Sunday, big old vortex comes right through the base of that thing, deepening the trough. And at the surface, that looks like a very chilly day, highs in the 50s. Clouds around, maybe some lingering light rain or drizzle in spots, but not a lot. And yeah, maybe some snow back in the colder air north of here. And then Monday of next week, again, the chance of a few snowflakes around Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. And cold, highs, I say cold. We'll have to watch for lows in the 30s Monday morning. Now, the surface high is not over us. It might be Tuesday morning before that thing gets over us for a radiational morning. But even with that, that's suggesting we might be in the upper 30s Monday morning with clouds. That, of course, would lessen the chance of frost, but just keep in mind either that morning or the next morning could be frosty around here. And then one peek at the end of the cycle on the 23rd. Big trough way out west. We're under ridging, and that looks quiet on that particular look, but of course it's hard to be specific that far in advance. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 this afternoon. And of course we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and God bless.